Okay, so I've literally just come off of my first ever 5 hours on Dreams. I did a little bit of surfing earlier in the day. I'm not gonna lie. I had a look at non-VR content and VR content, mainly based on people's video recommendations. I even had a little peruse for stuff that was kind of like off the wall a bit, and there's some damn good stuff on there. There's blatantly a lot of stuff that's people have just messed around for a bit, and I assume this is going to be the same for everybody, that they've kind of just come across stuff and it's just like, that's a really good project, but the person's just kind of given up, or somebody else has taken somebody else's project, tweaked it, and then put it out, and then somebody's taken that and then tweaked it a bit more, put it out. It seems that's kind of the rule of thumb in terms of dream creations. Couldn't find a hell of a lot of animation. I don't know if that was just down to me, but I was hoping to find fully autonomous skeleton figures, removable fingers, and all that kind of stuff to be able to adjust and sculpt around. Couldn't find that. That's probably just down to me though. Like I said, I'm a complete noob. This is my first 7 hours. I did try both control methods and non-VR and VR for creation, and man alive, jumping straight into VR with move controllers, having not done any creation aspect of this, not a good idea. um Really not a good idea. I shouldn't have waited. But I guess once again, it just shows how restricted, although fantastic for painting and free sculpting, for placement and movement around and stuff like that. The move controllers need analog sticks, and once again, we've got a game that kind of shows it up as being old hat technology. We need move controllers with analog sticks, especially if you're creating stuff. I think that's a must. Even top dream creators such as Saku has said using the VR headset, using the move controllers to create, sculpt, and paint, especially paint. Fantastic that was. Using the moves is wonderful. But he still finds himself going back to DualShock 4 just for placement and things of that nature, which, as I said, kind of shows up the move controllers for the restrictions that they still actually do have. I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really like it. It's very strange coming back to a 3D design program after 20 odd years of being away from them, having two completely different control setups to what I'm actually used to. I mean, blimey, I remember making stuff with the Half-Life SDK 1. I remember making stuff with the first Unreal Engine. I'm old. Keyboard and mouse all day long. But again, it's early days. If you are going to do any creations or anything, don't just jump straight into it. Work for the tutorials. They're really nice. Some of them you're going to find yourself going, oh, come on, and skipping ahead. But later on, they're going to come at you and you're going to go, hang on a minute, and have to find that you rewind the videos back. I like that. I like the aspect of when you're creating that you'll get a video in the corner and you can enlarge it or make it smaller as you're actually working and stuff like that through the tutorials. If anything, your first kind of crafted things, I think, should be made within a tutorial space and not your own kind of sculpting space, because you've got that kind of shoulder to lean on, I like it. It's always good when you come across a program, any kind of design program, any kind of art program, where it makes you smile to the point where your cheeks hurt. Just the painting of the kind of flat shaded world, and using different brushes to completely change the aesthetics of an object, I found quite frankly wonderful. I'm still smiling about it now. Using the comb brush to make water run a certain way. remarkably good. God, I sounded so British and remarkably good. But yeah, just really, really good. It does seem that there's a hell of a lot of sculptors out there. It does seem that there's a lot of music creators as well. It does seem that there's an awful lot of level designers and just general game makers. I don't know if I'm just looking in the wrong places, but it seems like animation's kind of taking a little bit of a backseat. So many games use the stock kind of running animations, and I don't like it. I mean, it's great when he's really frapping it and running fast and stuff like that. But when he turns on a dime and stuff like that, it's the way his feet. It's just not very very realistic. It's nice. It's very fluid, but it's not realistic. And it doesn't feel quite right. It was funny tilting the controllers and seeing him contort and bend back on himself. I was doing loop the loop on his pelvic axis several times just by turning the controller around in my hand. That was quite funny. But yeah, day one, I'm only level 7. But yeah, really good. Very impressed. I just wish I hadn't waited. But this is the first weekend I've had alone in ages. So yeah, very impressed. Very impressed. And yeah, see what I can do. Cheers, guys.